Y'all already know this your host, Mr. Philadelphia, on the Dev Hall Show. Shout out to 369 Ways, Shahai. Shout out to West Philly, 60th Street, Ron, Kev, Ty, Free the Guys. Shout out, yo, 6009 Chestnut Street, West Philadelphia, Images Lounge, best lounge in the city. Shout out to Success Has No Face. That's my clothing brand. Shout out to Success Has No Face. Y'all already know this your host, Mr. Philadelphia, and we on the Dev Hall Show. Last but not least, shout out to this man too. Shout out to this man too. He's the GOAT. Let's go.
That was a hell of an intro. Well, just in case y'all didn't hear his name is Mr. Philadelphia, man. I know him as Akeem. Y'all may know him as Akeem as well. But it's a pleasure, man. How you feeling, bro?
I'm
What's
feeling
up,
good,
man?
brother. You?
I can tell. I woke
I'm
up this
feeling
morning.
real good.
I woke up this morning. I can't complain at all, man. I like your energy, bro. I'm glad you bung a different intro to my platform that I never had before. So I appreciate that. I'm pretty sure my audience will appreciate that as well. So here we are today on the today's Dev Hall Show, episode 5, man.
Episode 5.
Mr. Philadelphia, man, my man Akeem. So what brings you here today, bro? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, Dev. This is a long time coming.
Right.
We got probably like 17 years locked in, 18 years locked in, around there.
A dub, nigga.
Yeah, dub, yeah. Probably, yeah. Well, yeah, it is a dub. That's crazy. We getting up there. That's a dub. But, I wanted to reach out to a platform,
Right.
And why not reach out to somebody I know's platform so we can both promote each other.
Right.
And I feel as though, like, that's why I'm out here today. Like, I want you to become bigger. I want you to become better, and likewise as myself.
Right.
So we're working together.
I appreciate that, bro. So for the audience, for the people that don't know, Mr. Philadelphia, he has a platform as well. He has a podcast, and he has been in this media field for quite some time now. I want to say for the last 2 years.
2 years on first of all, yeah, that's right. Follow me, Mr. Philadelphia _Q on Instagram, y'all. Follow me. You're right. It's been like 2 years now. I do like motivational videos every single day. Try to promote, everybody. Like I just showed my brand. Success has no face. So basically, nobody is the key or the most successful person. Because for success, it might just be making it home.
Right.
It might just be getting that promotion. Right. Some people, it might be that $1 million, or it might just me getting that car that I always wanted, or me having a family.
Right.
So that's what I'm trying to promote. Like, you don't have to have the most money or the most this or the most that for you to be like, I did it or I made it.
Right.
So that's like my main goal and my main objective.
Okay, so now by you having a podcast, so what is your objective with the podcast, or what is your main focus with the podcast?
So,
or what do you want the people to know when people are tuning in?
All right, so y'all, on my podcast, I actually target things that are in the African American society,
right.
The things that aren't the norm. Like if y'all tune in, when y'all tune in, I'm on YouTube as well as Mr. Philadelphia _Q as well. I've done models, black models, a girl that was a model. I've done some guy that committed murder 20 years ago, committed murder 20 years ago and got out of jail and is trying to give back to the community. Okay. I did my own mother, I did my own father, because I was looking at it as a lot of kids don't have their dad in their life. Right. So I just wanted to give the perspective of me growing up with my father and how he cultivated what I'm doing and what I've become. Okay. So I just wanted to make it known that, like, there are fathers in the black community and they do help.
Right.
So that's my target on my podcast, y'all.
Okay. So you basically want to get people's stories out there in a sense. Because the reason I asked that, because like you said, you had a black model, a model, and also had a guy who committed murder who also got freed not so long ago. Right. So what I'm asking is, so you just want to get their stories out there, so other people can be inspired, or so people can learn from it, or
both.
Okay.
I feel as though you can learn from it as well, because these are things that's actually going on in our society. Right. Like, excuse me, we always talk about the YNs and stuff like that. People committing murder and stuff like that. This is happening till this day. And it was happening 20 years ago. Right. And it's still happening now. So how do we correct it? How do we broadcast the people that went through it? Because I've had my trouble with the law. We'll probably get into it later on, but I never killed nobody.
Right.
So I'm gonna put somebody on a platform, on a pedestal that has actually done what's going on right now because the youth are listening to them more than some. All right, I'll say some youth are more acceptable to what he has to say because he's done it. He sat in those prisons and graded for it and did all those type of things. So why not let his story be known and his story shine, for he can help change the youth? Such with me, it's like I'm trying to build Marvel, the Avengers. I want the Avengers. I want all my dogs, all my friends, all my family to be able to build with each other. So if I get him on a platform, who knows? He might big up my platform, and who knows? He might change that one life. Somebody might see that story, and it might help them down the line, and they might contact that man. I'm trying to save as much people as I can with the stories that I promote.
So, what made you get into the media field, honestly? Because first things first, before we get into that, let the people know about your upbringing, man. Where you from, and also like what school you went to, and also the meaning behind mr.Philadelphia _Q. Your name is Akeem and Mr. Philadelphia. So we just like to know those three questions.
All right, so I'm from West Philly. West Philly, the best Philly, y'all. All day, every day. I'm from 60th Street. I went to like 7 different schools. I went to.
I'm talking about college. You can throw your high school that you graduated from. I'm talking about college.
Oh, you talking about college? Want me to go to college?
Yeah.
All right, I went to
You can say high school as well.
Elverson Military Academy. Okay. Shout out to Elverson Military. Shout out to Bulldogs. And I end up going to college, y'all, at Benedict College in Columbia, South Carolina. My HBCU. I love them to death. If anybody wants to see other blacks doing the correct thing or trying to be in a way where they all want something better for themselves, go to a HBCU. I lie you not. I felt better there than probably any other place I've been in my life because I seen people looking like me trying to achieve better and do a better goal. So I did that. I pledge y'all Omega Psi Phi to the day I die. Shout out to E Square. Root to the team. So that's if for y'all don't know, that's a African American, a black fraternity, and it produces manhood, scholarship, perseverance, and uplift. That's our principles. So I try to cover all factors in just my daily life because that's what I believe in. So I'm about to say, growing up, like I said, I'm from West Philly. I'm from 60th Street, and I had a bunch of friends that was in the streets. I think I was telling you earlier about the story where I found out I wasn't street. So y'all, I got sent on a run, me and my homie Ant. The guy that sent us on a run name was Ty, R.I.P. Ty. Ty died like a couple years ago. So, but I'm like 15, 16, and he gives us weed. So like, this is my first time doing it. I'm just rolling with the homies. All right, let's make a couple dollars.
Yeah.
So he gives us like I'll say like a quarter pound, something light, and he puts us in our book bag. So we leaving and we get on the train, and like I'm not scared, but I'm worried the whole time on the train. And my man looking at me, I'm looking like, damn, why the fuck am I doing this? Like, what am I getting myself into? Like, I'm not about this life. So my man see my face, he like, yo, just give me the book bag.
Yeah.
So my man took the book bag from me. So he had basically 2 book bags. We got off at the train stop. I put the book bag on. I walked down 2 blocks. And we got a couple dollars. And he broke all the bread down with me. I said, yo, this is not my life. I realized since then, like, I'd rather try to get you out of that life than get you into that life. So I think that was like the turning point in like my gangster career. So like it was that was life. And I can go to so let me tell y'all, jail doesn't stop anybody. And I don't feel as though that should be a deterrent. I'm in college. Boom, y'all, I just crossed Omega Psi Phi. This a week later, y'all. And I'm inside of a Burger King. I'm rapping with my homies in front of the line at Burger King. This cop comes into Burger King and pushes me. Cop pushes me in Burger King.
Randomly push you.
Yeah. Oh, no. He said, oh, you cutting the line. Pushes me. I said, what you doing? I'm young and dumb. I just crossed. I'm a little stocky. I push the cop back. Me and the cop start fighting inside this Burger King. I'm getting the best of him, to me, in my eyes. His partner comes in with a taser, Oh, about to tase him. So I put my hands up, slams me on the ground, y'all. They take me to jail. So I'm about to say about me, I'm more scared of my family, my mother and father, disappointing them than I am of going to jail.
Right.
So I'm sitting in jail. First off, I cried going to the prison in the back of the police car. I'm like, oh my God. I'm about to graduate college in a week and I'm going to jail.
Right.
So I'm in the jail. This is probably another, I cried again. They made me get ass naked. It made me call.
Oh yeah, I experienced that.
And I'm telling her, I'm like, yo, man, I don't got nothing, man. I don't. I know I ain't got nothing. I ain't even like that.
Right.
That was, y'all, honestly, that was probably the most
humiliating
thing in my life.
Yeah.
In
Real
my
shit.
life.
Real
A
shit.
grown man gets behind
agree.
you, tells you to bend, squat, and cough. Spread your ass cheeks.
See, I ain't gonna lie. See, the nigga, pause. The nigga ain't to get behind me. Like when I had went into a jail and shit,
It was-
Chester County and shit. The boy told me to take everything off, and he watched me do everything. You talking about he's behind me?
It
Like,
was
what?
some stuff. Say he right here standing.
Yeah.
I'm standing right here.
Yeah.
Got my ass cheeks spread open, and I'm coughing. Like he right there behind me. Crazy.
That's a whole pause moment, y'all.
Oh,
That's a whole pause moment.
Y'all crazy. I knew I wasn't gangster then, and then they changed. So you changed out. So I spent the night cold. They gave me like a sack to lay on, cold. So we get up, we go see the judge in the morning, and he's reading off everybody's charges. Murderers. This is literally because I'm fighting a felony, so I'm up there with a bunch of felons. Guys shooting at people early in the morning. But by the grace of God, by me being Omega Psi Phi, I had a lawyer there that morning, y'all. I had a lawyer there that morning. I don't know how he found out, but he was a lawyer and he was talking that shit. The honor was like, because once my lawyer was like, oh, he about to graduate in a week. Everybody looking at me like, this guy's crazy. What is he in here for? He about to graduate college?
Right.
And they all looking at me like I'm the crazy one. I'm looking at y'all.
Crazy.
Yeah, y'all murders and killers.
Yeah.
So they ended up, I ended up leaving the state. It still comes up on my FBI background check, but I end up getting a letter from the DA of the District of Columbia, South Carolina, and he basically said all charges was dropped.
Okay.
So I carry that everywhere I go, every job I apply for, like just to let them know, like they dropped everything. They won't, I don't know, but it was what it was. But that's my experiences, y'all, dealing with the prison, the penal system.
That's crazy. So what made you get into the field? What did you spoke of college and everything. You graduated. What was your major?
Biology.
Okay.
I thought I was smart. I wanted to get into everybody. I want to be a firefighter, a cop, a lawyer, a doctor.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be a doctor at one point. Actually, not a doctor, a zoologist. So I grew up watching like Steve Irwin and Jim Corwin playing with the animals and stuff. I'm like, all right, that's cool. I like it. I'm interested. I didn't have the lab hours. That's what they don't tell you. Like you got to have lab hours as well to get into school.
Okay.
So you can have all your credit courses and your degrees, but how many lab hours do you have? Do you have probably let's throw a number 200 hours of lab?
That's
that
like
I got sit in the
internship
lab.
in a sense.
What?
Like internship?
No,
Or
labs
like
would be like a class. So I would take
lab
that.
hours
That would
there.
actually be like a class I would take.
Okay.
Or I would work like a summer program and get my lab hours up. But I was going back home chilling with my family and my dog. So I missed all those lab hours. But yeah, so that altered my course to just get into like everything. A lot of y'all not degrees. They're not required, but they open a lot of doors. When somebody see you have a degree, they're more acceptable to open up a door for you than somebody with a lack thereof. And that's crazy because that person that doesn't have the degree might have the experience, but they're going to look over that piece of paper outweighs what that person knows.
Unless you knew somebody. Well, right. So, by you saying you majored in biology, what made you get in the field of, media or even just jumped in the podcasting field?
I've how can I put it? I've always had that energy. I've always had like an energy that people always gravitated to. Like, I don't know, people say I carry a light with me. So like, I've always been able to brighten people's days, and I've always been able to be empathetic, actually sitting down, talking to people, conversing with them and making them feel human. That's what's lost nowadays. These kids and people are just getting talked to, but they're not actually having this conversation with them. Like, nobody is sitting down saying, yo, what's really wrong? and coming from somebody that actually really cares. And I feel as though I actually care. I care about you. I care about the person walking down the street. I care about these people, and I'm trying to give them that energy to say, yo, you can really do it. But some people don't believe in themselves. So I feel as though me getting in this media process, I can help people believe in themselves so they can, go out and do what they really want to do.
Right.
Because some people are like, oh, what's holding me back? Da da da. Only thing holding you back is you. I heard a quote earlier, my world begins when your world ends. So I said it to say, like, people that are doing their thing and they keep going, and when they quit, that just gives me more opportunity to make sure that they can get back on track or help them not quit.
Right.
If you that's just the best way I can explain it.
Well, you can see it for the people that follow you on Instagram. All you do is consistently put a motivational post,
Every
to
day.
remind people,
Every day.
what they can do just in case they're having a down day, a bad day, or just being stressed or depressed. We tackle your upbringing and things of that sort. I just want to know, for the people that are actually watching this episode, which I'm pretty sure you are, my man has a mask on. What's that? What's the whole mask, the whole thing with that? If you don't mind me asking, because people gonna be like, "Who the hell is he interviewing with this mask on?"
With the
Like
mask
why you got a mask on? Like,
So the mask was an idea that when I originally started, because like I said, the brand is called Success Has No Face. I don't want people to say, oh, he's the only one that could do it. Or I don't want people to say, uh, he's doing this, he's doing that, and people start becoming my friend because of who I am and what I look like.
right,
Like you got people nowadays in the city, which is crazy, that they see you, oh, Dev Hall, now that's my friend, this, that, and the third. They get that attachment to it. I don't want none of that. I'm not doing it for the attention or for people to know me. If you know me, you know me.
Mm-hmm.
You recognize me, you recognize me. But like my friend told me the other day, what we're gonna get into later, when I did the Drewski thing, his homie like, oh, you did the Drewski thing? Oh, I'm starting to like it now. No, don't say you cool with me now, you like me now, cause you seen me do this and progressing. No, and I don't want that for the people in the streets. Like, you know me, you know what I look like, family, and that's pretty much it. I don't want people to just start dick eating because I'm doing something. I'd rather wear the mask. I'll be out with the mask. I'm in the streets. I'd rather build a bond with you without this. And then when you see me with it, oh, I know you. You do have a platform. You can work with me. I'm just trying to be more diligent. And nowadays, the city is crazy when somebody got some rhythm. You feel me? Like if you got some rhythm, people might turn up on you. Oh, that's him. Oh, let's see if he really about what. Like, I just want peace. Some people want to be famous. I just want peace, and I want to help people. That's all I want.
I like that, bro.
Peace and help people.
I like that. Well, it's getting hot out, man. You got to change the fabric, bro.
Oh,
I material, bro, because you got that joint. It's about to be like 90 out here. But on a serious note, though, bro, that makes a lot of sense, to be honest with you. So basically, it's like your mask is an anonymous look. Like
Right.
basically like how people be hiding behind profiles
Right.
and things in that sort with no face, no pictures and things in that sort.
Right.
I.e. the boy no gun zone.
Right.
People don't know what the fuck he look like
Not at all.
outside of the
Oh,
people that know him. Outside of the people that know him or people
Right.
that know, oh, that's no gun zone.
Right.
You feel me? Like, and no shout to no gun zone.
You know he from West.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's from
you said
West.
West Philly, the best Philly?
Yeah, West Philly, the best Philly. Y'all, I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Superman. Don't wear a mask, but I don't know how they don't know that's Clark Kent. I'm Batman. I'm the Flash. Who else wear a mask? Green Lantern. I'm all them. Y'all look at them as superheroes, and then when they take that mask off, they live their regular life.
Right.
That's all I want.
Right.
When I take this off, I want to be with my family, friends, and not be judged or not being looked at differently. I'm all of them, y'all, all of them.
When you spoke on Drewski not too long ago, you was on his latest episode at in Philly, the Philly editions.
Yeah.
And also for those that watch my story, he was the first in line. How was that experience, and also how has the feedback been?
All right, so first off, y'all, how wasn't people wanting to be the first in line for an experience that can potentially change your life? If it was a line release for a pair of Jordans, a line release for an Xbox, a line release for a PlayStation, y'all would have been out there in full support. Line would have been wrapped around the block. Yeah. I was looking at the Drewski interviews as an opportunity that it could possibly change my life. Because if we're in this craft...
You said change your life?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, shit.
I felt as though, like, if I'm going to do this media... Why not be in a situation where it could possibly change my life in media? So I got there, lie to you not, first in line. I got there at 8 o'clock in the morning. I didn't even go to sleep. I woke up at 3 in the morning. I got myself together. I called Dev Hall. I'm like, yo, Dev, I'm about to go out there.
I'm laying the fuck down.
He laying down. First off, they put the wrong address because I waited at the wrong door. For the first 3 hours, I sat out there by myself for the first 3 hours at the wrong door. So we're not even gonna get into that. Drewski, you a wild boy, you shot out. So I did that, 8 hours. So y'all, after me waiting in line, a line started building down the street. I'm like, what is they doing down the street? Is something else happening down here? It's in another building, down the street. So, but the people that I was in line in front of, they recognized me.
Yeah.
So I went down to the other end and they were like, oh, he been here since 8 o'clock. He in front of the line.
Right.
And like I said, I bring that type of energy and vibe, y'all. I had bottles out there. I had drinks out there. I'm sharing with the people because I don't know what to expect.
Right.
And if I'm about to go do this, I want to be lit and they can be lit too.
Right.
So we all getting lit. I'm giving out sodas. I'm giving out that. And then, I lie to y'all not, like a surge of people came. They stopped having a line being as uncontrollable. And a lot of people started getting in front of me, which is all right. But you see me, I kept moving up front with my liquor and my soda because I was here.
In your cooler. Right.
In my cooler.
Right.
And I kept telling everybody, I was here first. I was here first. But you know, Philly, they act like they act. I'm going to act like I act. I got myself in the front of the line, and I got in. I probably was like the 7th person in, but it's cool. I got in. But let me tell you about that whole experience. Like I said, it was a chance potentially to change my life. But besides that, it was being around all those other content creators in one place. So many different ideas, so much motivation. I want to see these guys. Only these guys, I'll say 3 years ago before I started my podcast, they looked untouchable. Now I'm in the same space as these guys.
Same rooms, yeah.
Right, and sometimes that's all you need. All you need to be able to do is put yourself in a position where you can show off your talent. You can show off, I could do this, I could do that. You can network. You can see how other people work their craft and you can better your own. So when I was sitting in there, I'm watching everybody make their skits, everybody's type of camera. I'm paying attention. What kind of mics this guy using? What kind of camera this guy using? What kind of skit they doing over there? What kind of skit? Because after that, I've seen their skits and seen their numbers and stuff that they was doing. And it was like, all right, I could hop on there. I could do that. You got to learn your craft before you become a master of it. So I'm sitting there learning every single thing that I could, sucking, no diddy, everything up in that room so I can be knowledgeable of what I really want to do and be capable of doing. So I did that. How long you wait with me? So Dev actually stayed with me for about
7 hours, nigga.
7 hours.
Yeah. If you got there at 8 o'clock, I pulled up around 12 o'clock.
Yeah, around 12.
I pulled up around 12 because the joint opened around 3.
Right. Yeah, it did.
Because when I pulled up at 12, it was dead. And around like 1:30, because I went to the liquor store.
Right, you went to go get the
When
pizza.
I came back, that shit started jumping.
Right.
But then, because 7 hours.
My dog Dev, I appreciate him too. He was first to pop out. Like, you gotta have friends like this. So I'm waiting there. We in the back. 7 hours. You got a bunch of popular streamers and you know, social media influencers out there. So I'm just, like I said, y'all, I'm peeping game and all that. So they call dancers, they call singers, they call rappers. Remember, they call all them first. I'm sitting there like, what the hell do I do? I don't sing. I don't rap. All I do is be consistent in what I do. And that's talk to the people. So he calls all these people up. I'm sitting there waiting. And you know best, that security guard was Dickie and he wasn't trying to let us through on the side.
Oh, remember? Yeah. Hell yeah. Light skin boy.
Yeah, thought he was The Rock. He wasn't trying to let us in. I'm like,
you should, yo, bro. I wish y'all could have seen how this nigga slithered like his way through. That shit was funny as shit. He played that shit right off.
See, because he was a player. He started looking at some ass. I said, all right, cool. He looking at ass. Let me slide through this door.
That shit was funny as shit, bro. You was going already, dog.
I slid back there because let me just, if y'all listening, let me tell y'all one thing. If y'all want it, y'all can get it. Nothing can stop you. If you want it, y'all can get it. Nothing can stop you. Only thing that can stop you is you. I fought through security. I fought through the line. I fought through all these things. You want to know why? Because I was determined. I didn't come here for nothing. I did a whole work shift there. A whole work. I could have been at work. But I said, let me invest in my future. You understand that? I want y'all to understand that as well. Invest in your future. Invest in who you are and what you want to be. Real rap. Because y'all just selling yourself short. So let's get back to the story. So I went over there. I snuck by him. I went into the line. So y'all, if y'all don't know me, I can talk. So like, I'll say it was like Christmas, right? One year, right? It was Christmas. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm off. I'm going to get back to topic. But it was Christmas one year. I got a big-ass box, Dev. Got a big-ass bow on it. Nice as shit.
Yeah.
I opened it up. It was just a little card in the box. You know what the card said? Gift the gab. I can talk. I can talk, Dev.
You're a fucking fool, bro.
I can talk. I got a big-ass box. Gift the gab. I can talk. That's all I got for Christmas.
Right.
Is be able to talk. Move my bang. So I get to the side of the wall, and I'm going to tell y'all how it ties in. I get to the side of the wall. I'm walking to the front. So one thing I like about Drewski is he got all his people working for him. His friends, his family, that's his coalition, his friends and family. So I get up there, Dev. I'm rapping the boy at the front. It's his homie. I'm like, yo, I've been here since the beginning. Like, let me get up front, da-da-da. He like, what you do? I said, I do it all. I don't care. My dad always taught me when I played football, when they ask you what position you play, I tell them whatever gets me on the field. I can do whatever. You want me to block, run, quarterback, catch, I do it all. Tackle, whatever gets me on that field, I can do it. Right. So I told him I do whatever you want. He like, seriously, what you do? I said, I talk. What you mean? I talk. That's the only thing I can do is talk. He like, for real? He was like, all right, cool. I want you up there then. This is homie. Yeah. So his homie get me in there. I get past security again because it's another security check. Yeah. So I'm in the back there now. And everybody signing NDA papers. I'm sweating now because now I'm like, what the hell am I going to do? And
like, this shit about to happen.
Right. It's really I'm really back here now. Right. I've been waiting all day.
Right. Now I gotta think. Like
I gotta think. And sitting back there, we all signing NDAs. I'm like, all right, signing this NDA. And he just calling people. Get mic'd up. You know, and like it was a lot of people back there thinking like, what the hell am I gonna do? So they finally mic'd me up. So what was crazy was when I finally went back there, the systems went down. Like they had a technical error. So I got all hyped up, ready to jump out there. They're like, oh no, we need 10 minutes. Something went down. So damn, you already know, like you get hyped. I'm about to get out here. I'm about to do my thing. And then hurt. So I'm sitting there thinking like, fuck. Because I do, like I said, I do motivational speeches every day. So I'm like, damn, which one I want to say? Like, what do I feel like what's in my heart right now? So I got up there and I said, the John, all my homies' dogs, all my friends' dogs, everybody around me is a dog. If you're not dedicated and consistent in what you're doing, get from around me. And he kicked me off. But I said it to say that came to my mind because you was there with me. I was there. And we were doing something that needed to be done and had to be done. Like, I had to make it on that stage. I'm a dog because I had to get past all those security, all those people that tried to jump in front of me. Had to get past those lines. And
the people that still was with you, bro. When I left, and you still was back there getting mic'd up, it was so many people outside.
Still out there waiting.
So just imagine. Go ahead.
Like, they still out there waiting.
Right.
And, like, I feel as though, like, I guess me being there first helped. But you know what I tell people? The early bird doesn't get the worm. They only have the best chance. They there first. I'm not guaranteed that worm. I still got to put that work in. I still got to go get it. I can't just sit there and the worm just going to hop up and I got a meal to eat. No, you still got to get up and you got to work every single day. Nothing, I'm realizing now, nothing is given in any industry or whatever you're doing. Right. Everything has to be taken. Right. So I was at that point. So Drewski, I went up there, y'all. I said that in front of Drewski. He got me off the stage. But the crazy thing was I wasn't even expecting to make the show. I wasn't. I was just happy being around all the content creators because I got so many ideas and I got so much motivation out of that. I was already fulfilled. Then, what was it, last week? I got my friends tagging and posting me like, yo, you made it. I'm like, what? I didn't expect it. I talk my shit like, yeah, I'm going to be on that joint, like everybody else did. But I actually made it. So all last week, I got nothing but love. My Benedict College friends, my family, my people that don't even know me. Happy up. And then you got the critics too. Like somebody.
Here we go.
And this is for y'all that was hating on me.
Oh, shit.
Y'all was like, yo, you was up there for 15 seconds. Like I said, my 15 seconds started 2 years ago. I was putting in work in just to get up there. So I ain't just get 15 seconds. I got more time than that, and I'm still getting time. That 15 seconds gonna turn into a minute. That minute gonna turn into 30 minutes. That 30 minutes an hour. We're gonna make some money. This gonna turn into days. I'm not just, that was the highlight of my lowlights. Cause it's only gonna get better. So out of my lowlights, oh yeah, I made that, but I'm not stopping there. That was just to the next pedestal, to the next step to do what I'm doing next.
And look where you at right now.
I'm on the Dev motherfucking Hall show. I'm on the Dev motherfucking Hall show. I want y'all to realize who this motherfucker is and what platform I'm on. No, because people be forgetting who you are. And that shit's crazy. This motherfucker been doing it for 10 years plus. This motherfucker been doing this for 10 years plus. And he's still in y'all faces selling y'all fucking CMOS. Y'all don't deserve no fucking CMOS. And he's still giving y'all that. He give y'all whatever. This man the number one salesman in the fucking city.
He funny as shit.
100%, bro.
I appreciate you, bro.
No. I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for him. So why not come on his platform? Why not promote him up as much as he promoting me up? And that's what we losing in the city of Philadelphia. That's what we losing as people, as society, helping each other out, bigging each other up. You think it's dick-eating because, it's not dick-eating.
Right.
It's just me trying to support the next man up. What I tell you, our footprint, manhood, scholarship, perseverance, uplift. Uplift's my favorite one because I'm always trying to help the next man out because I know how hard it was for me. I know how troubling it was for me. I know how troubling it is out here, especially being black and trying to do something positive. What? If I was at Drewski fighting, I would have been mentioned in a million comments. But I did what I do on a regular. Why tell them something different if I tell y'all the same thing every day? Right. That'll make me weird. I seen people up there doing the most, not being themselves,
you know that,
trying to be different.
Anything for a viral moment.
Right, anything to be a viral moment, not being themselves. And that's just corny to me. Be you. Stop trying to be different. Well, be different, but stop trying to do the most that's out of your character. You lose a lot out of that. I'll be damned if for all this, I'll lose myself in all this. I'll be damned if that, Dad.
Now, I was going to sit here and say, by you speaking on, people who speak on it by they saying people are dick eating or whatever the case may be. You know, June is men's mental health month. Right. So I just wanted to know, like, what's your thoughts on, like, what's going on in the city of Philadelphia and also, you know, the mental space of men. Or men, or people in general in the city?
I'm about to say, I just started going to therapy. I feel as though you should see your therapist as much as you see your dentist, as you see your doctor. You should see your therapist. And that's lost because growing up, oh, you crazy, you this, you that, and it was never represented, you know? People thought going to a therapist meant you was crazy. People looked at you different. Oh, he going through a therapist? They would look at you funny. And I feel as though that was lost in our society because these kids and these people, these women that are staying getting abused, these men that is doing the abusing, these kids that's going out here robbing, ravaging, stealing. Then you do got the good kids on the other side that might be getting bullied on that end. I feel as though you're holding something in. It has to be something that you're holding back that you're not allowing to get out. It might be anger. It might be fear. It might be when you don't feel as though you have enough, like, what can I say? Like, you don't feel like you it. You don't have that tenacity in you. And it's under layers that need to be exposed. So when you go sit to your therapist, they actually sit and they talk to you. They have a conversation. They try to get to the bottom of it. Because you're afraid to express these things, like, let's just say, the pride and all that. Some of them people are scared to express themselves to their mother, scared to express themselves to their father, their family, because they don't want to get shunned and looked at. Oh, you gay, you this, you that, and you can't be yourself. So you portray something that you're not, and at the end of the day, it might be killing you. You know? So I feel as though black men, well, mental health, go see a therapist. Please, find a therapist. Some jobs, you got EPAs, I apologize, where EPAs, right, where you get 6 free sessions to see a therapist. If certain jobs do it, I know that. So if you get the opportunity, do it. Go see a therapist, talk to him, and try to get over what you're doing. And I want to put out like the number 1 and number 2 killers in this world. I tell people every day. Number 1, do you know? What's the number 1 and number 2 killers in the world? Number 1 and number 2 killers in the world.
Number 1 and number 2. Number 1 killer in the world.
You can say whatever. Go ahead.
AIDS.
Huh?
AIDS.
No.
Go ahead.
Number 1 killer in the world is stress. Stress and doubt is the number 1 and the number 2 killers in this world. Stress will kill you. You'll be living perfectly fine. Somebody say, oh, you might have cancer. Motherfucker die from cancer a week later. Doubt, you will never start your dream.
I'm fried. I'm sorry. My ass said AIDS, yo. I should have said cancer first,
right?
But go ahead. I'm mad about it.
You cool.
I'm back on the fried moment.
I understand what you was getting.
Yeah, but still.
But I want to say, like, doubt, it'll kill your dreams before you start.
Right.
Before you do anything, you're going to doubt yourself, and then you'll never get off the ground.
Right.
People be waiting for it to stop raining, but you know it'll never stop raining.
You got to go and get it.
It'll never stop raining. If you wait for the sun to come out, I promise you're going to be sitting there.
Waiting for a long time.
For a long ass time. Like, if we even get into, like, your business ventures and stuff like that, that motherfucker started raining. But look at you. Look at you. You bounce back. And that's what it's all about. It's gonna happen regardless. You gonna fall off, and you gotta get back up. That's what I was always taught. Right. You gotta get back up, and you got back up multiple times. Right? You didn't you took years off of your show, and you got back up. You did it multiple times. This is the mentality that we have to have as a people. We'll see. First time we'll fail, and that's one thing. I read a book, and on the book it talked about how some schools is bad for giving kids F's for failure. And the reasoning was you're scared to try new things. You're scared to get things wrong. When life is nothing about getting things wrong and then correcting them. But you giving me an F saying I failed because now I only want to get it right. And now I'm scared to try different things because if I don't get it right, I'm a fail. When that shouldn't be reality. Reality should be, all right, you got another chance. Here, I'm going to give you a C because you got a chance. Now, I'm going to give you this test again and see if you can do it better. But I'm not going to fail you off the first instance because you didn't know you're trying. You're still learning. And we're failing you. And now you're scared to do things when you get older because you process, if I fail, I lost. I can't redo it. That's a terrible way of thinking, especially in our community. Like, we got to stop thinking just because we failed one time, it's over. No. I was talking to my Uber driver last night. He was talking about he failed his business. He from, somewhere West Africa. He talking about how he failed his first business. And
what motivational words you gave him?
Huh?
What motivational words you gave him? I know you gave him motivational words.
I told him you're stupid if you stop. I said you're a fool if you stop not trying to get your next business because you failed this one time. And one of my questions was, what did you learn? What did you learn from the first time that you did the second time?
Yo, I'm sorry, bro. You gave this nigga a whole questionnaire.
Yeah, I sat there in my 25-minute ride, and I wanted to break down because I didn't want him to quit on his dream.
No, facts.
Because my dream is to promote other people's dreams.
Right.
So I don't want him to quit on his dream. So I'm sitting there rapping with him like, yo, what you want to do better next time? And he basically broke down his plan. I'm like, all right, stick to it. When you get your store open, you got Instagram and all that, I'm going to pop up.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to make sure that your store is going.
Right.
I'm going to come support your store. And, like, he was basically explaining how people see him as a black man because he's from West Africa. He was like Pakistani, to me, he looked like that, but he is what it is, Whatever floats your boat. You want to ride with us, you can ride with us. But he was saying basically how people look at him like that.
Damn.
And like how it's challenging like that. And he said, you know what cooked me? He was like, we gave them the bad perception of it. we as black African American men but then I had to break down y'all NAACP we tried. Like I'm about to say, like, you can't look at us, I'm gonna get to that, because you can't look at us not trying to promote each other. Because back in the 1960s, everybody was rocking together.
Right.
Then, you know, the welfare came in, the separation of the black man in the household.
Right.
NAACP, I was giving them a story. My great-grandfather was one of the first NAACP members. They used to give out like a little card. They used to give out a little card, and they would have a little card in their wallet. They would walk around. It's like 1920s or 1930s, around this before the 40s.
Yeah.
Walk around with the little card. So he would show everybody his card. Look, I'm part of NAACP. Everybody in his little town. My grandma told him put it away. She said, don't walk around with that card. He like, what you mean? Them white folks will kill you. They'll kill you if they see you trying to form with these black folks and get a card. And I feel as though that's been our mentality the whole time. We've been scared. We've been scared of what can happen if we try to do something different, or if we try to support our
honestly,
people.
back in the 20s and 30s, bro, I understand.
I understand, but
I understand. But
like,
I understand what you're saying, too.
Yeah,
I understand what you're saying. That mentality as far as, like, but you know what? That's when that shit... that's when people say shit is embedded in people.
Right.
You know, it trickles down.
Right.
So I definitely get that. That's why I'm the type of person, bro, I don't give a fuck what no one's doing. I'm doing what I feel like doing, because at the end of the day, we've been programmed, even our parents, bro, been programmed to do it the way they were taught.
Right.
And then their parents, the way they were taught.
100%.
And now, in our generation, we have the opportunities to work for ourselves, and we're seeing it versus working a fucking 9 to 5 or working for a pension and things of that sort.
Right.
So I definitely understand that mentality.
And I'm about to say, to get what that is, I had a job one time. I was working downtown at Coulda Been Auditionee law firm. And this, first time I ever got access in my life. I went to the job interview. I got the job. I sat in front of the lady that's hiring. She said, how much do you want? I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, it was no salary cap. She said, how much do you want to get paid? So I mentioned that because I went back to my mom and dad, and I'm like, Mom, how much should I ask for? I'm scared. How much should I ask for?
Negotiable.
Right. But they're like, I feel like they was lowballing me. My mom and dad was lowballing me. You should be, they hit me with, you should be happy that you got a job.
Fuck that. I get what you're saying.
Right.
I get what you're saying.
My mom and dad was lowballing me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn. And like you said, that goes down from how my mom and dad worked and how their parents worked. They would never ask that question. They would see the salary and the payment that they would make.
All right, bet.
I got a job. I got to feed my family. I can do whatever.
Right.
So I go back to them. I'm like, they like, how much you want? So I'm just giving them a random number. I throw like, so I was like 25, 26. I throw them like, let me get like a little 32. She said, that's it?
Dang shit.
She said, that's it?
I know, right?
I said, 32. I thought I was shooting for the moon. I said, what? I said, I made it. I asked for 32. She said, that's it? We can do it. Here, sign. That was it.
So you lowballed yourself.
I lowballed myself. But that just goes
not knowing no better. But you know what, though? You learn.
100%.
And I definitely understand that. King. So one thing I want to know, man, the name Mr. Philadelphia, where did that come from?
But so the name Mr. Philadelphia, y'all, comes from the outlook on my city. Every time you probably Google Philadelphia, you're seeing violence, you're seeing guns, you're seeing all these negative things. And why not me be the positive thing? I'm from the city, but I took a different route. And I feel as though I represent my city. Represent your city don't mean you got to be the biggest, the baddest, the toughest, the biggest shooter. You don't got to be all that. You could be educated.
Look at Dawn Stelly. She's a Philly legend.
Right.
Columbia, South Carolina. But go ahead.
Yeah. So I go in and say, like, you don't have to be all those negative things. You can be a positive person. You can go to college. You can get a job. You can work. You can have a family. You don't have to sell drugs. You don't have to be running down, robbing people and doing things like that represent my city. So why not me be the poster child? I can take it. I got a mask on, so I can take it. You can talk all you want about my mask. I can take it. I'm a funny boy. I can take all the criticism. I can take all the negativity. I can take all that.
Right.
That's just who I am.
Right.
I'd rather me take it than somebody that can't, and then they'll end up, who knows, killing themselves like we talking about Black mental health. Men's mental health month, like taking that on, embodying it.
Right.
I'm here for all that.
All right.
I'm here for that, Dev. So I'm just trying to show a more positive light on my city, and it's mr.Philadelphia_Q. So yeah, I'm gonna be more positive light on my city, and I think I can do it. I'm not doing nothing extra too. Some people you got them doing extra. There's nothing wrong with it, but that's just not my lane. My lane is just to continuously do what I do. That's like my superpower. My superpower is dedication and consistency. That's what I do. Everything I do.
Okay, so how do you feel when people be comparing you? It seems like nowadays, before I get to that question, it seems like nowadays, anytime someone gives motivational words or encouraging words, people are automatically comparing them to Wallow. Automatically, as if Wallow, shout out to Wallow, but as if Wallow was the only person that was giving encouraging words or motivating people. Like, people forgot about Eric Thomas for some reason.
Right.
I don't know why, but Eric Thomas was the guy that was my Wallow before Wallow came out. For real. He was the one that was motivating, made you want to run through a wall and things of that sort. But the question I was trying to get to is, how do you feel when people try to compare you to Wallow or say you are taking Wallow approach and things of that sort? Like, for example, the remarks that Drewski had made. Like, Philly already got a Wallow. Find something else, nigga.
All right.
Even though he was doing what he normally do.
So my first answer to that is, right, the world, listen to this, the world is 95% water. The world is 95% water, and it still rains. It's no such thing as oversaturation. It's no such thing as it's too much of this. I feel as though we got too many drill rappers. I feel as though we got too many killers. We got too many drug dealers. Not enough people working a job. Not enough people going to school. Not enough people building trades. That's what I feel. I feel we have too much of that. So if you're saying I'm too much of anything, I'd rather be positive than negative.
Damn.
Like real rap. I'd rather be
Dog,
positive
that
than negative.
was. I don't know if it's a liquor, dog, but that was one of them ones just now.
Like that's just real rap, Dad. I'd rather it be for something good. I'd rather be too much good than too much bad.
Yeah.
And that's
But
just
you know
in life
what,
in
though?
general.
But you know what? And that's when the saying goes, damn if you do, damn if you don't. No matter what you do, no matter for how good, how positive it is, no matter how negative it is, motherfuckers still gonna run their mouth.
100%.
So that's why you continue to do you. At the end of the day, bro. So you being positive, you uplifting motherfuckers, you doing something that bothers some people, bro.
100%.
Because they don't have the ability to do that.
100%.
And they see the type of acknowledgement, or even though you're not looking for it, the acknowledgement that you receive for being a genuine person. You feel me? Like, for example, prior to us shooting, a situation almost occurred outside from motherfuckers we don't even know. Akeem is a guest here, shooting here. This nigga just randomly took it upon himself to get in between these two people that's about to, mix and say, yo, we don't need that, this, that, and the third, which is a very mature and a great approach. But I had told him, look, bro, in this city, you don't know what the fuck be going on, bro, which is go ahead.
I don't, Dev. I don't. But that's the problem now with our society. We minding our business too much. We watch it like dead serious. We watching too much stuff happen and not saying nothing.
Yeah.
Like, why is listen, the strongest moral.
That's a good point.
I'm about to, y'all might say I'm fucked up for this, but the strongest moral in the African American community is don't snitch. What happened to taking care of your family? What happened to looking out for the kids? What happened to protecting our women? What happened to providing for our families? But the only moral and code that we're supposed to stick to is not snitching. It's crazy.
No, you're right.
And we allowing all these things to happen around us, but we're not sticking to the main code, and that's protecting us. Protect us.
No, you're absolutely right.
Like,
and
why not? I'm gonna speak on.
Okay.
It was one day I'm walking down the street. This grown man is fighting this little ass kid for $5. This kid for $5. I said, yo, why y'all rumbling? I can give you $5, young boy. You want to rumble this grown man for $5 that he owe you? I can give you this $5.
Right,
so I'm in the middle trying to break it up. We in my neighborhood. My man hop out the car like, yo, you good?
Yeah.
You good? We thought that, no, it's not even that. I'm trying to break up this. Yeah. They like the same thing. Leave him alone. Shout out to Nell too. That's my dog.
Right.
He like, no, leave it alone, Keem. No, that's just me.
Right.
I can't, in certain instances, I can't stand around and watch all this go around in front of me. If I had the capability and the ability to do it, I'd rather die on my shield.
No, Keem,
Honestly,
Keem.
no, that's just real rap.
I
If
respect
I have
it,
the opportunity to break these things up and that was minor. To me, that's minor. There wasn't no guns out in both situations.
And that's what I'm saying. All right, so,
then I'm jumping in blind.
and that's what I'm
I'll
saying.
go nil.
And that's what I'm saying,
I'll go
bro.
nil.
No, bro.
I'll go nil.
No, listen, nigga.
For the people that I love, the people that look like me, I'll go nil.
Get the fuck
You
out of
think
here.
it's a joke? I'm dead
I know
serious.
you are. That's why I'm laughing.
I'm about to give another answer. I was across the street from my house. These two little girls fighting. I'm breaking it. This is a grown man. He like 40 years old. And he recording these two little girls fighting. We in my neighborhood. Y'all don't fight on this block. This block, old people. No, y'all not fighting on my block. Y'all can go to the next block and do it. But in front of my friends and my family that live on this block, we never had this type of commotion.
Right.
I'm from 60th and Vine. We never had this type of commotion.
I'm from 63rd.
So I went out there. My guy, luckily, all my homies start coming down the block because they seen me breaking it up. They saying the same thing. No, these little girls not gonna fight. We're gonna break this up.
Right.
It's 6 of us. We grown ass men, and this our neighborhood.
Right.
These little kids not gonna fight.
Right.
Especially not in front of these old folks and these younger kids.
Right.
We not trying to spread that message on this neighborhood.
No, and that was
So,
go ahead.
I'm about to say, so like I've always been one to try to play peacemaker. Cause I feel as though like it's not worth that you dying over what?
No, but that's the
Over
thing.
argument?
That part. You don't want to be that motherfucker that's dying over some shit that ain't got nothing to do with you, bro. There ain't no way in the fucking world, bro. This is some real shit. I was like that, and I'm not saying I'm not like that because at the end of the day, once it gets to an extent, then I feel like, all right, bro, like we need to find out, like because I see this shit about to escalate. You feel me? Sometimes I feel as though, look, you gotta mind your fucking business because something could possibly pop off. They ain't got nothing to do with you, bro. That's some real shit. But I get where you coming from because you would feel like a less of a man or a coward to see some shit pop off knowing you could have prevented it.
Right.
Or try to prevent it. And I get that, bro. I get it. But
Let me put my 2 cents in there and
I get it.
try to get it. I'm not, like I said, what was I give for Christmas? What was my gift?
the gab joint.
Right, the gift of gab.
That's they
so
say
let
for
me get in the middle. Let me say my 2 cents. Try to de-escalate the situation. Like you said, it might go further than that, but at least let me put my 2 cents in.
No, but you de-escalated the situation. To be honest,
they broke away. They did their thing, and it could have got worse, but it didn't. I feel as though I saved somebody's life, or I saved somebody from being injured, or somebody being hurt to death. And because we don't know how far it could have went. I'd have did that same thing for you. Some bums on the street fighting. I'm breaking it up. What is y'all doing? Y'all both need $1? Here, take $1 or whatever y'all need or whatever I can provide to help y'all. That's just in my nature. That's just how my father raised me. He raised me to help the people. And I'm here to help the people.
I feel you. So that's your purpose.
To help the people?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I feel you.
Whatever I can do to help, I'm going to try my best. Even like, so in the beginning of this year, I was recording every artist. Every artist I seen in Philly, I'm recording them, getting them on my camera, promoting them on my page. Even this shirt right here, 369, shout out Shahad. I met him the other day. He was just performing outside of City Hall. And I walked up to him, here, let me put you on my page. I ain't got the money today, but I'll be back tomorrow. I'll purchase a shirt. That's all we need, that little bit of support. That little support might carry him on till tomorrow or the next day after that. Oh, somebody really does support me. Somebody really is looking out. So that's what I try to do. If it's these little things and me posting y'all on my Instagram and posting y'all music on there and people can find your music, people can see what you look like. If I can provide that little
platform.
bit of platform essence, and I don't got all the followers in the world, but I know I'm gonna promote you like you're gonna promote yourself. You're gonna be on my story at least 4 times, 5 times that week, and every time I post a new video, I'm gonna post the previous video to go with the new video, so they're gonna catch everything. So it's nothing wrong with that. I feel as though that's all what we're meant to do. We're all meant to help each other, promote each other, make sure we all okay. That's just my main goal at the end of the day. And I learned how to be empathetic through different situations in my life. Because like I said, I've been in situations where I wasn't getting no help. When I was just out here fishing, searching what I'm going to do. It takes a lot of heart every day. And it takes a lot of courage every day to get up in front of those cameras, Dev, and make these videos. You make 1,000 stories and getting 1 million likes and all that other crazy type stuff. But I ain't there yet. But I'm about to say, getting up, finding the motivation to make my motivational videos. You know how hard that is sometimes? I like, damn, how can you motivate the motivator? Some days I be like, damn, I don't feel like doing it, but somebody's watching these videos. I have people hitting me up saying, oh, damn, and not me personally getting Mr. Philadelphia motivating me because I seen them doing something positive. Keep going. I'm shouting you out. I'm doing that just because I see you doing the little things that you think is little in middle school, but might be gigantic to the next person.
But you know what though, bro? How I would do it, like you said, sometimes you would sit here and say, how do you motivate the motivator? What I would do is, especially in your lane, is I would make it more personal. You know, you're an open book anyway. At the end of the day, I don't gotta be as personal where you're putting your details into it, but everything that you're going through in life, you can make it relatable for people. At the end of the day, so it's not like whatever you're going through in life. Like for example, shit. For example, anybody that's going through personal issues, relationship issues, anybody can like make those examples and correlate it into something where everyone can relate to it.
Right.
And then you're getting different responses. Now you're having other
Right.
people
Mhm.
gravitating or being appealing to your platform. Oh shit, I seen this boy Mr. Philadelphia saying something about couples, saying something about life, saying something about chances, saying something about giving, or just saying the third, comments, interactions, whatever the case may be. But for the audience, man, what are you doing next for people to be looking forward to?
Um, I gotta. If I let y'all know, I have a database of like artist interviews that I haven't released yet, like a database. Shout out to Craigville. He wanted to take over files. I got an
Craig,
interview
yeah,
with
shout
him.
out Craig, yeah.
Yeah, I got an interview with Dage. I got them. Shout out to Lido too, 100%. He doing his thing.
Nah.
Yeah, nah. I got his Ty. I really
You never released him, joint.
no, I still got him in my iPad. Cause I was going through a lot, and I
Yeah.
still got like a bunch of stuff. So I want to get that out there.
Yeah.
And the stuff that I haven't got out there, and I want to get that out there. I want to get back on my interviewing, and I'm always outside, y'all.
Right.
My feet are on land. That's what they say, right?
Cool.
My feet's on land. I'm in everybody's. If you're having a show, send me an invite. And I want to get on somebody's ass. The girl, what's her name? Chica. Well, some girl on Instagram who
Okay.
be at a lot of events, and I pulled up on her in person, and she was like, "She gonna hit me up,"
Okay.
and it's cool. You ain't do it yet. Talk about you gonna hit me up. And I got some shows. I'm gonna put you on.
Oh,
I'm on
shit.
your ass, girl,
Oh.
because you playing with me now at this point.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you know,
Okay.
all for the games, but yeah,
Right.
like why you ain't? Why
Hit
you
me up.
ain't?
Yeah, right,
Why you
right.
ain't? Don't tell me you gonna do it and I do it.
Right.
So it's
I'm
one of
looking
those.
forward to it now.
And I'm about to say, to just get into that relationship thing, I got fired on Sunday. I got rehired, but yeah, I got fired in a relationship. I got fired. I ain't even get into all that stuff. Like, yeah, I got fired, and I'm potentially I'm on probation. Crazy, ain't it?
You funny as shit.
I got fired.
You a fool. You
I
funny
got
as
fired
shit.
in my relationship.
That was funny. That was
Ain't that crazy?
that went over my head for a little bit. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I got fired.
So I want people to know like what will make them come to your channel. What will make them want to follow you, and what can they expect when they look at Mr. Philadelphia?
What I stated earlier, what attracts people to me is my energy. Is my energy, the way I'm able to articulate my words, the way I'm able to put things together. Like it started when I was like doing poetry. I used to write poetry. And like my favorite quote that I always remember, and it's kind of slick. I said, "Shorty wearing all that makeup just to make up everything they said she couldn't make up." Basically, I got bars. So when I'm up here doing my motivational speeches I do every day, my spills, you gonna hear something that's gonna stick with you. I feel as though something catchy sticks with you. And if I get one person to just catch on, and you gonna the next person. You come to my page, you gonna get nothing but good vibes and energy every single time.
Right.
You gonna get that. All right, I was feeling down today. I feel a little bit better. I'm not gonna say I'm make you feel the best, but every day you gonna feel a little bit better about yourself. And I'm exposing myself for you guys. Like Dev said, I can't talk about my personal situations because I really don't care. Y'all don't like know me personally because I wear a mask, and like the judgment is not gonna hit as hard. But yeah, like you're gonna get quality footage, you're gonna get quality interviews, you're gonna get questions asked you never seen asked. You're gonna be entertained. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? You're gonna be entertained with all my quality. And I forgot to shout out this hoodie. I shout out this hoodie earlier, y'all, but I want to say it was made by the beautiful and amazing Shaq. She designs these hoodies. Beautiful and amazing Shaq. All right, she designs these hoodies. I'ma have them in October. I got shirts too, and I got different colorways. Look, You see, it's
Success has no face.
success has no face. Like real rap. Like I appreciate this episode. I really appreciate this platform.
Bro. No, real rap, bro. Nigga, you took over this episode, bro. This your episode.
He drinking all my damn liquor.
I took 3 squigs. You feel me?
I got half a bottle. I got a half a bottle there.
Funny as shit.
This joint was full when I went and seen Dab earlier today.
Listen, he was saying all that real shit, so he started capping. He fucked it all up. Fucked it all up, man.
I gotta put it away. But you know, this is my dog, y'all. Like I said, we got 20 years plus. I seen this man's journey. I seen where he's gone from the bottom to the top to back medium back up to the top. I seen him lose his inspiration, then gain his inspiration and put everything back in motion. And this is just motivation for me, because if he can do it, why can't I? If I can do it, why can't you? You know, stop saying you can't do shit. You can do whatever you want, whatever you put your mind to. Real rap.
Real rap.
All right?
I appreciate that, bro.
That's all. Yeah, I got to give you your flowers while you here, man. 100%. You deserve many more.
I appreciate it,
you
bro.
get black
Real
roses or so.
Yeah,
you was a sucker.
You funny as shit. Hey,
Getting roses.
Hey, man. Hey, I got some flowers. I got some flowers, but I'm alive, man. Real rap. I can still smell them.
I got some tulips for you. You want some tulips?
You funny as shit. I ain't getting no flowers from no nigga. You feel me?
Right.
But listen, man. It's the Dev Hall Show, episode 5, man. Mr. Philadelphia.
All right, we out, y'all. Mr. Philadelphia, gang.